Get comfortable. This one's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be good. I have a ketchup obsession. And while most people nerd out on superheroes and Greek mythology, or whatever people nerd out on, I nerd out on condiments. You have no idea how much lore is behind ketchup. And it's not like ketchup isn't a big deal, you know, like ketchup is pretty much in our culture. Ketchup is like a symbol of what I think makes America America. It's one of those things that, like, when you think of America, you definitely think, oh, well, Heinz ketchup, or ketchup in general. You know, like Americans put ketchup on their burgers and on their french fries. When you order french fries at McDonald's, you just expect that there's gonna be ketchup packets inside of that bag, at least 2, right? Like, you don't have to tell them, oh, and don't forget to give me any ketchup. It's expected of them to put at least 2 in that bag, and sometimes they don't, okay? My therapist says that to be alive is to sometimes disappoint people. Majority of the time, they really do put those 2 packs in the bag. And then what do? We open those 2 packs up and devour that whole packet. This vinegar, sugary tomato paste that we put on all of our french fries. And then the next thing that you know, 2 packs wasn't enough. So you go back over the counter and you ask the employee, may I please have some extra ketchup? And the employee goes, for sure. And puts their hand in a big old box full of ketchup packets and just hands you a whole fistful. Doesn't even think twice about it. You have so much ketchup now that you take some of this ketchup home and put it in your fridge. Call it your ketchup reserves. Some people don't have a savings account, but I guarantee you they got ketchup packets in their fridge. And I promise to you, you're gonna feel a lot richer by the end of this video. I have not been sleeping well ever since I found out what I found out. Have you ever, like, stopped and thought about it? You know, America is still a pretty young country. We're practically 300 years old. When it comes to nation states, that's like nothing. China's been around for like, what, 5,000? We are a part of human history that gets to experience ketchup. All the previous humans before us didn't have this. This right here is American excellence. And the more we go down the nitty-gritty of this little, the more your brain's gonna explode, okay? There is so much lore behind ketchup by itself that the more I kept learning, the more I just thought to myself, yo, this story right here has never been said, and it is so juicy. Juicy like a ripped tomato. Get it? Because ketchup, I don't want to overwhelm you, okay? So I'm going to make this a 3-part series. This one's going to be a little bit lighthearted, a little bit comedic. We're going to go into the math and science and how absurd a ketchup packet is. Part 2, we're going to go over the history of ketchup and how John Heinz didn't just make a corporate behemoth of a machine, but also engraved standards into American society that were not there before him. If you enjoy not getting sick after eating something, you gotta thank John Heinz. We're gonna go over that in part 2. And then in part 3, oh boy, we're gonna go over how Heinz the corporation is now an American trophy that billionaires all compete to buy. That's how they stunt. You know, your neighbor might have bought a Mercedes, but Warren Buffett bought Heinz in 2013, and that by itself has so much lore. So I don't want to overwhelm you, but this is going to be a lot. But I promise to you that if you stick with me for these 3 videos, by the end of it, you're going to be in tears. Not tears of sadness, tears of being touched by beauty. Because the story behind ketchup is one that I think should be added to the Bible. And if that's not enough to get you to watch this, I also made a song about how much I hate mayonnaise. And I plan on showcasing that song at the end of this video. So, I don't know, guys. I'm giving you so much entertainment, and I'm not asking for $1. All I'm asking you to do is, if you want to be entertained, you know, maybe press subscribe with the bell notification on, you know, because that's going to help me in the YouTube algorithm. Press the like button. That's also going to help me in the YouTube algorithm. I hope I sold you on the idea of watching this whole series through. And are you ready? You ready to learn about ketchup packets? Because they're crazy. And once you learn about ketchup packets, you're never going to look at a restaurant the same way again.
I'ma say no to mayonnaise on my burger.
These bad boys right here, they're called ketchup packets. If you're driving or doing laundry right now and just listening to this video in the background, imagine ketchup packets. That's what I'm holding in my hands right now. You know, you've seen them before. It's nothing new to you. When I was 13 years old, I went to middle school in Staten Island. Pray for me. I went to go use the bathroom on the first day of school, and when I sat down on the toilet, sploosh. There was a red liquid on the back of my knees. Turns out some kid thought it would be a really funny idea to put ketchup packets between the toilet seats. So when you sit down, it would explode and go all over the back of your knees. I clearly deserved it. It's just a prank, bro. Ketchup packets, if you were to ask me, I would say it's one of those things that we as a society take for granted. And then I would go upon my day and take everything else for granted because I'm just a stupid American. I mean, clearly it's not my fault. Like, get good. Other countries, okay? Here, when you ask for extra ketchup, they literally hand it out like candy, okay? Like it's Halloween on candy. But at the same time, if you live on planet Earth, no matter where you live on planet Earth, you've noticed what I've noticed. The price of food has been on the come up. It's almost like the price of food all came together and said, we are not gonna take this anymore. We know our worth, so pay up. And now, if you wanna eat like a normal human being, you need to take up a side hustle, or you need to fall in love with ramen noodles. So you can gaslight yourself every night and tell yourself that you're eating gourmet, when in reality, you're eating water.
If I take some Heinz ketchup and put it in a kitchen strainer and do the same with the other national brands, something amazing happens. See the difference? How about this? Yep, we challenged the competition, and they ran. Heinz ketchup is thicker, and Heinz really pours on the flavor. Now, which one would you rather have on your hamburger?
So yeah, the price of food has gone up cartoonishly fast. I shop at Costco, and I paid $10 for a pack of 3 Heinz bottles. These bad boys right here. There were $10 for 3 of these. It was a whole workout to take that to my car. It was that heavy, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was crying. Maybe not physically crying, but metaphorically I was crying, okay? There's always baddies at Costco, so I can't let them see me cry. So I was mewing instead. Plug. But metaphorically, yeah, dude, I was crying tears. You know, when I got home and I was in the comfort of my own home, I actually cried. At Walmart, that same 3-pack costs around $12. You ever get home and put all your food on the counter that you just bought and start doing the math? How on earth was this $700? And the math that you're doing is not like math to justify that, like, you got robbed. But the math that you're doing is to see if there's some sort of flaw in the system that's going to make you feel bad about yourself for having to spend this much money on food. It's impossible. You're not going to get over a corporation. They can do math way better than you. But you know what I'm talking about? That math, I call it coping math. So I got home and I started Googling, like, because I wanted to look around. Is there a cheaper option for ketchup? Because ketchup shouldn't have me in this much of an emotional disarray. I'm a grown man, and this ketchup impacted me emotionally. Buying a single ketchup bottle at the store is around $5 whole. Even if you buy in bulk at Walmart, it's $12, which is 20% more than buying it in bulk at Costco. But at Costco, you gotta be a member. So there's no winning here. I guess I was just going through the 5 stages of grief really fast when it came to ketchup. Maybe I was realizing that, you know, maybe in like 10 years from now, it's going to be like $10 a bottle, and then I won't be able to afford this at all. And I couldn't just stop there, okay? I had to also find out, well, you know, every time you go to Chili's, they literally got like a ketchup bottle at every table. How much are they paying for ketchup? And the rabbit hole this thought sent me through, I winded up learning so much about ketchup, I don't think it's healthy, okay? Now I gotta walk through this earth just having a crazy amount of ketchup facts in my head. I'm a changed man. Next time you go to a restaurant, okay, you won't believe how much restaurants pay for ketchup. The amount of money these people spend on ketchup is absolutely nuts. It's nuts. It's crazy. Why are they doing this? Dude, don't worry. We're going to go over the numbers. You're about to be blown away. But before we go over the numbers, please like the video. And also, is there a restaurant in your hometown or where you live that you don't like? Because if you don't like a restaurant, You can simply just ask for extra ketchup at that restaurant and you would be bankrupting them, bro. Bankrupting them. They will have to go out of business if you and a group of your friends just go into a restaurant, order the cheapest thing on the menu, and just ask for extra ketchup.
Hot dog, please?
How much you don't add or what?
No thanks. I got it covered.
Heinz Ketchup. It's so rich, so thick. Why waste time with anything else? Heinz. The best things come to those who wait.
The numbers are crazy, dude. The numbers are so crazy when it comes to ketchup. If I owned a restaurant, I would make it abundantly clear. Like it would be the first thing you would see on the menu. I would write BYOK, which would stand for bring your own ketchup. Because when I found out how much ketchup packets costs, how much? Do me a favor, without Googling it, okay? Without Googling it, okay? Scroll down to the comments down below. Leave a comment letting me know, how much do you think a single ketchup packet costs? I'll give you 5 seconds, okay? Just scroll down, leave a comment down below, take a wild guess. A penny, 2 pennies, scroll down and leave a comment letting me know, and drive up my engagement, please. If you guessed 5 cents, you'd be correct. So let's sit down and do the math, okay? That means for every 10 of these, the restaurant has to pay 50 cents. For every 20 of these, the restaurant has to pay a whole $1. If you give an average of 2 of these per bag, per person, per order, you're losing 10 cents per every order. But it doesn't end there. Most people ask for extra ketchup. So now you're really cutting into the restaurant's profit margins because each one of these that they put in the bag, they paid 5 cents.
I asked for extra ketchup and I thought, what is this? What is this? This is...
And I mean, majority of the time when you go to a fast food restaurant, it's usually a teenager working over the counter, right? So you can ask for extra ketchup. The last time I went to Burger King, I politely asked them to put extra ketchup and they gave me like 7 extra ones. I counted. So that's 35 cents out of my $5 burger. So then that sent me in a whole wild goose chase to see how much of a markup these fast food restaurants are really charging us to be able to just throw away so much money in the bag. But when the numbers came back to me, the numbers were, oh my God, these restaurants are making nothing. On average, a fast food restaurant, after paying for all of its liabilities, employees, and everything that they have to pay for, including taxes, they make around 10 to 15% per item that they sell. I went ahead and Googled how much a Whopper costs because that's what I got. I only got 1 Whopper. And in my area, it's around $7, which means that if we go on the right side of this and we use the whole 15%, we let them be big ballers, we let them be big money makers, and we assume the best from them, and we assume that they are going to make 15%. That means that from that $7 burger, they're only walking away with $1.05 in profit. Which, that doesn't sound bad, but then they gave me an extra 7 ketchup packets. So 35 cents was taken away from that $1.05 profit that they made. By me asking for extra ketchup, I just took away 35% of their profit. You do the math, because it adds up. They had to cuff up a 35-cent tax because your boy wanted that American red sauce. I wanted some of that American excellence in the bag. And the worst part about it is that I knew what I was doing. So I kind of felt guilty. I recorded myself doing it.
No pickles.
Okay.
And can I get some extra ketchup, like, on the side?
On the side? Alright. That's it for you tonight?
Yes.
1089, second window, please.
Thank you.
So once I got home, I was all like, hold up. If this is true, how are any one of these restaurants in business? This is insane. But it's really not insane though, okay? A simple Google search into this exact topic, you would find out that so many people that open a mom and pop restaurant have came across the same exact issue. It's a pretty common problem and no one's talking about it. So a lot of people that own restaurants have came across this problem. One of them even posted on Quora. And this is what they said is how they got around the whole ketchup being too expensive problem. When I owned a small restaurant, we paid 3.5 cents a packet for Heinz. We switched to Sam's Club and got a house brand, maybe 2.5 cents each. The problem was people would ask for multiple packets without thinking nothing of asking for 10 packets. Stingy people. But at the same time, They probably just weren't aware. We were primarily a takeout restaurant. By far, the ketchup packets were the highest costing item in our fries. Potatoes were 7 cents for a small order. The bag was a penny or two. The salt was negligible. The salt was knowledgeable. We switched to pumps. With ketchup from number 10 cans, our ketchup cost dropped 90%. It took 3 days to make the fries. But 12 years after I saw the restaurant, people still rave the fries. So I guess what he's trying to say is that you just gotta have it because people need to dip their fries into something. Talking about a 90% decrease, bro, that's a lot of money that this man is saving. And he's not alone. If he's struggling, do you think major corporations that are billion-dollar conglomerates like McDonald's would be suffering too? Because, yeah, they do. McDonald's served ties with Heinz a long time ago over this exact issue. Literally an article from 2013. The McDonald's statements reads, as a result of recent management changes at Heinz, we have decided to transition our business to other suppliers over time. So pretty much, once Warren Buffett took over the company, they hired a new CEO who used to be a CEO at Burger King, so they felt like there's going to be a conflict of interest. But in reality, they actually started making their own ketchup in-house, just to avoid the whole shenanigans of how expensive ketchup really is. According to this article by allrecipes.com, why does McDonald's ketchup taste better than others? You may think it sounds crazy, but Can you not? You may think it sounds crazy, but McDonald's food tastes better than most other fast food restaurants. Sure, most of them all have the same basic menu, burgers, chicken, and french fries, but there's something about the McDonald's that makes its food taste top tier. We already know that Coke and apple pie from McDonald's are next level, but what about something you probably enjoy more frequently than a soda or a dessert? Ketchup. That's right, McDonald's ketchup tastes different. And some may say better than what you get at the store. And no, it's not just Heinz ketchup masquerading in a McDonald's packet. McDonald's actually makes its own ketchup. The first McDonald's opened in 1995, and in 1970, Mickey D struck up a partnership with Heinz. Heinz supplied McDonald's customers with its fan-favorite ketchup packets for more than 40 years. However, in 2013, Heinz was acquired by a new company with a new CEO, and that CEO was the former CEO of Burger King, McDonald's fast food rival. Oof, they got some beef. Because of his history with Burger King, McDonald's decided to end its 40-year partnership with Heinz and produce its own ketchup instead. Thus, the new tomato gold was made. McDonald's is really that company, man. McDonald's. I mess with McDonald's. McDonald's has a spot in my heart. Ending a whole 40-year commitment with a company just because you're like, bro, what? You're not going to be loyal to me? Some Game of Thrones shit. And if I was McDonald's, I would pay like a bunch of bloggers to just write how better our ketchup is. I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, maybe it's just unprecedented times. So maybe it's just unrepresented times, you know? We're living in new times. We don't know how much more the price of food's gonna go up. We don't know where all this stuff is headed. So why would McDonald's not want to take control of its own ketchup, considering it's already so goddamn expensive? But we haven't even got to the biggest victim of this whole ketchup thing, okay? There's this company, okay? This company got a reputation for being closed on Sundays, okay? I'm talking about Dolores Chicken, Chick Filet. According to my research, okay, and the people that work there and what they wrote on the internet, they're saying that Chick Filet pays around 8 cents for every one of its ketchup packets. And the reason why I want to talk specifically about Chick-fil-A and their ketchup packets, because I'm sure you've been to it before, unless you're a real committed person to the cause. Chick-fil-A is kind of unavoidable at this point. So if you go there, you would know that they give those like really specialty ketchup packets made by Heinz. Like they're so cool looking. They're special. You can open them from the top or you can squeeze them. So 8 cents is already kind of crazy, right? Because it's a whole 3 cents more than what the ketchup packet costs every other place. So when they were writing on Reddit that they were told by management that it costs around 8 cents per ketchup packet, I didn't take their word for it, okay? I feel like it would be a lot more expensive knowing what I know now. So I did my own research and I went high and low trying to find out, can I buy these packets for myself? And what's the cheapest price that I can get them at on the internet without having to go through Heinz? You won't believe it. So I found a website that you can buy things in bulk for your restaurant. And the cheapest that they offered it for was 22 cents. That's astronomical, my man. 22 cents? If you go to Chick Filet and you ask for extra ketchup, bro, you're robbing the Lord. How much does a chicken sandwich cost? $8? If they make 15% profit, that's what? 80 cents would be 10, half of 80 would be 40. That'd be 120. That'd be $1.20 profit per chicken sandwich if they sell it at around $8. If you ask for extra ketchup and they give you 4 of them, 4 in the bag, dog, you just took away a whole $1. They only made 20 cents off of your order. How are they in business? And they're closed on Sunday. No, literally, go find these packets on your own. If you can get them cheaper for 22 cents, there's some arbitrage that you can do. And if you can move pallets of this, bro, you can make probably millions of dollars slinging ketchup. I'm shook. I'm shook how expensive ketchup is. I'm shook how new it is. Because the ketchup packet, dude, they've only been around since the 1970s. That's 40 years ago. Wait, is it? That's only 50 years ago. I'm shook. How is this not something that more people are talking about on a daily basis? Why did I have to find this out on my own, bro? Like, why? Ketchup is everywhere. It's at the airports. It's at the bars. No matter where you go, they got ketchup. Except for Starbucks. They don't got no ketchup at Starbucks. So there you have it. People are struggling out there because of this ketchup thing. A restaurant might make no money because of this ketchup thing. And you might also be wondering, holy moly. So ketchup must be big business. How on earth did ketchup become such a big thing that we allowed it to consume our lives without ever questioning it? Without ever questioning it. Who? Who even invented the sauce? And how did it become so big that Warren Buffett ended up buying the whole company? Huh? I've been living so long on this earth, a whole 30 trips around the sun, and not one time did I ask myself this question until now. I put this on almost everything, and I never thought twice about the logistics of it, you know? It's kind of crazy when you sit down and really think about it, and we haven't even scratched the surface. You gotta subscribe to this YouTube channel. 1, I have a poodle, and he's a good boy. 2, and if you want to learn more about ketchup and how it even became as big as it is, what even gave birth to these ketchup packets, I'm asking you nicely to press the subscribe button with bell notifications on. Leave a like too, so that this way when I drop part 2 about how Heinz, the family / the corporation, became a part of American legacy, a part of American culture, engraved of how we act daily, a part of our excellence, the reason why we don't get sick after eating food, and how the family to this day is still contributing to American culture and all the ups and the downs and the dark story of it, then you should press subscribe. And please give me some time with part 2 of this video, because I want to do it justice. I want to make it good. I want to tell the story one time and for it to still be watchable in 10 years from now, okay? I want to do a good job. So please, leave a comment down below if you are more knowledgeable on ketchup. And if you really, really, really want to tell the algorithm that you mess with this video, take out your phone right now. Who's the last person that you texted? Send them a link to this video right now, okay? That's gonna tell the algorithm that, dude, not only was this video good, but I'm sharing it. That's how good it is. But also, I got a secret that I want to tell you, okay? And this secret stays between me and you, okay? As your best friend from the internet, I do a lot of stupid stuff on the internet, okay? A bunch of years ago, I made a video talking about how much I don't like mayonnaise. And like, I went hard on how much I don't like mayonnaise. So this secret is a secret that I just want to let you know, and only you know this secret, nobody else. Okay, this is between me and you. I despise mayonnaise. I genuinely do. I think people that like mayonnaise don't deserve rights. I think mayonnaise needs to be removed from the stores. I don't know what I need to do to get mayonnaise banned from this earth, but what I do know is that I like to take my emotions and create art out of it. And I don't like mayonnaise so much. So much. I made a song about it, bro. Enjoy. It's called Mayonnaise Sucks.
This is a story about how I overcame peer pressure and rose to glory. I'ma say no to mayonnaise on my burger. I can't stand that white fucking substance. I do not like the way that it tastes. I don't like the texture that it has. So suck on my ass, cause I'm not having none of that. Why can't nobody understand that the inside of a mayonnaise can smells exactly like a cheward system? So don't spread it on my bread or I'ma be upset. Please don't spread no mayo on my fucking bread, cause I'ma be upset. Please don't do it. Had enough of it. Suck on my balls. On the Hellsman label, it says that it's 100% real mayo, but I don't believe him though. It's exactly what a liar would say, bro. If they have to convince us that this shit is an ass, then I'ma go ahead and pass. Overwhelming stench and taste in every bite. There's no way that eating it is polite. Please don't spread no mayo. I'm a fucking brag, cause I'ma be upset. Please don't do it. Please don't spread no mayo on my bread or I'ma be upset. Invented on the island of my own. Now it's $1 billion industry back home. Originally I saw suggestion. Now people over exaggerating say tastes like heaven. I gotta constantly remind my waitress to remove that mayonnaise from my chicken sandwich. It doesn't get, it only tastes. I fucking hate mayonnaise.
If enough people request for me to make a mayonnaise origin story where mayonnaise started, because I do know the story of where mayonnaise started. I have a lot of free time on my hands, actually, guys. It's crazy how much free time I have. So if enough people request that, leave a comment down below requesting that video. I'll make that video. And thank you. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. If you really are here, press the like button. Okay? You made it this far, you might as well. I'll see you in part 2. Have a good one.